flickering fluorescent light of the apartment complex hallway did little to dispel the gnawing unease that had become a constant companion. It had started subtly, a shadow at the periphery, a voice calling out from a distance. Now, it felt like a physical presence, an unseen hand pressing down on my chest. It began a week ago, a mundane trip to my car. A voice, raspy and insistent, cut through the evening air. "Yo, man, you gotta smoke." I'd ignored it, a hurried "nah" my only response. But he was persistent. Suddenly, he was there, closing the distance with an unnerving speed. His eyes, dark and unfocused, seemed to bore into me. He complimented my car, asked my age, his questions tumbling out one after another. I was in my car, the engine a hesitant rumble, trying to escape. He asked me to go to the corner store, a request I deflected with a few dollars, a desperate attempt to buy my freedom. It didn't work. Then came the intrusive questions about drugs, about his desire to escape the hood. I, a scrawny white guy, felt utterly out of place, a target. He introduced himself, his name a mere whisper in my memory, and demanded social media, then my phone number. In a moment of foolish panic, I gave it to him, a decision I'd regretted with every subsequent unsolicited text. He'd texted that night, and the next day, and the day after, from different numbers. I'd ignored them all. 5 days later, I saw him again, lurking near my car as I returned home. He cornered me, his voice laced with an unsettling disappointment. "Why you no answer, man?" I mumbled something about a glitch. He talked about jobs, about wanting to be my friend, his words a suffocating embrace. I was a deer caught in headlights, mumbling vague excuses. Busy, maybe. The FaceTime calls started yesterday. 6 of them. 6 times his face, distorted by the screen, pressed into my life. Each ring was a jolt of adrenaline, a reminder that he was always there, just a number away. He texted again today. The calls continued. I let them go to voicemail, a silent scream of refusal. He lives right here, in my building. The fear had curdled into a constant vigilance. I found myself scanning the parking lot before leaving my apartment, my heart pounding a frantic rhythm against my ribs. I'd taken to walking faster, my eyes darting, avoiding any potential encounter. Then, a few nights ago, as I was driving away, 2 figures emerged from a car. They motioned for me to stop. When I didn't, they yelled, and then, impossibly, they ran after my car. I slammed on the gas, the engine roaring, my breath catching in my throat. The leasing office knew. I had pepper spray now, a cold, metallic weight in my hand, a pathetic defense against the encroaching darkness. I haven't seen him since then, but the absence is almost more terrifying. It's the quiet before the storm, the stillness that precedes a scream. I feel watched, even when I'm alone in my apartment. The hallway lights seem dimmer, the shadows longer. He might be gone, or he might be waiting, a patient predator in the labyrinth of my apartment complex. His intentions a terrifying mystery I I can't afford to solve. The air crackles with an unseen energy. A sinister hum that promises worse is yet to come. This is no longer about a creepy neighbor. This is about something older, something that feeds on fear and isolation, something that has found a foothold in my life. Welcome to the Aqeela Files. If you dare stay,